Air Show, hell yeah!
Hey, it's Big Jim with another Patriots travel guide for those of you going to Nashville this weekend. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this one, and I appreciate that. And I get why you're waiting for this one. This is the game that a lot of us, myself included, circled as the one to go to when the schedule came out back in April. And rightfully so, too. Nashville's a party. Great eating, great drinking, music everywhere. Plus, the Patriots haven't played here since the opener in 2012. That's now 6 years ago. You might remember that game as Dante Hightower's breakout game as a rookie, returned the touchdown, the fumble, and they beat up Jake Locker. Remember him all game long? So we got a lot to get to, and there's a lot of stuff to see in Music City. So let's go.
So, first things first, just to get this out of the way, we're all getting sort of hosed this weekend in regard to other sports-related things to do. It's dumb that the Bruins were here last weekend to play the Predators and not this weekend. Regardless, the Predators are in Dallas, and Vanderbilt's playing a road game, so boo. The other thing is, if this is your first time in Nashville, you've likely heard that you should try to see the live broadcast of the Grand Old Opry at the Ryman. And you should if you have the means on Saturday night. Having looked on StubHub, there's very few tickets available, like less than a handful, and they're pricey. But if you're a music fan, or even like an audio nerd, you should pull the trigger and you should go. Take it from me, I've been. It's truly an incredible experience. And I don't even really like country music. There's not a bad seat in the house. The acoustics in the building are literally the best I've ever heard in any theater in my concert-going life. And the biggest names in country music headline and sometimes even make surprise appearances there regularly. Heed my words. If you're just going down with your wife or your girlfriend and you were thinking about doing it, do it. Buy the tickets. Thank me later. Seeing the Opry live is one of the best things I've ever done. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff, the eating and the drinking. I'm just going to pretty much keep this to downtown because I'm going to assume that's where most of you are staying. Downtown is Nashville's tourism hub, and it's sort of become like another New Orleans Bourbon Street. And it's true that Lower Broad Street, it's lined with like honky-tonks, and they belt out Western swing music pretty much any hour of the day. It's great. To me, they're all kind of the same, and that's not really a bad thing. Tootsie's, Robert's Western World, Pinewood Social, Distillery, Legends Corner. Those are just a few of the great spots that immediately come to mind if you want good music, good energy, and quality drinks. You're in Nashville, so you're going to get that hot chicken, right? Right. Hattie B's is the place you want to go for the hot chicken. The hype is real, people. The wait? Well, it's massive, but it's worth it. They're open every day at 11, so if you don't want to wait, get there at like 10:15, 10:30. The chicken's juicy, crispy, and it will light your ass up the further up the hot scale you go. And if Hattie B's is too nuts in terms of a wait, I'd also recommend trying Prince's Hot Chicken. You're going to get the authentic Chicken Shack experience there, and even their medium is pretty spicy. Regardless, you're in Nashville. Get the real deal Nashville Hot Chicken. It's ridiculously good, and like I said, it's worth it, and it's worth the wait no matter where you go. Biscuits and gravy. Oh, they make my knees weak. And it's really the one thing I miss about living in the South more than just about anything else. And this is why I need to tell you about Biscuit Love. They're located in the Gulch, and you should make plans to go there for a nice hungover breakfast or brunch so you can soak up the prior night's booze. Their menu's enormous, but what I would recommend getting is either the biscuits with the sausage gravy or the Eat Nasty, which is a biscuit with a fried chicken thigh covered in cheddar cheese and then smothered in sausage gravy. Oh my God, look at that thing. Oh. This is seriously all I'm going to be thinking about from the time I get on the plane until I put one in my mouth over the weekend. And just a heads up, much like anywhere else you're going to go, it's likely going to be busy. They don't take reservations, but go. Experience that Biscuit Love. The barbecue in Nashville, it's not the best I've ever had, but that's not to say it's bad either. It's good. There's one tourist trap place that lives up to the hype. That's Martin's downtown. There's going to be a wait, shocker, but it's going to be worth it alone for the redneck taco, which is pulled pork and coleslaw piled on a warm cornbread pancake type thing. Oh my God, look at that. Also in the Gulch, there's Peg Leg Porker. They mostly specialize in dry rubs, so if that's your thing, you're going to want to go here. Their pulled pork is where it's at, and their mac and cheese, some of the best I've ever eaten. Last but not least, if you want more of a formal meal at a place you can make reservations at, go to Sperry's. Sperry's is a Nashville area institution that's got an old school feel, great steaks, phenomenal prime rib, and the best salad bar I've ever dove into. It's a bit out of the way, just fair warning, but it's worth the trip if this is what you're in the mood for with you and your crew. I could go on and on here, gang, because Nashville's that good, but I gotta get ready for this trip too. The bottom line is, if you're going, you're gonna have a great time, you're gonna eat and drink well no matter where you go. Oh, and one last thing. You know how there's that Pavlovian response of woo that we all have as dudes whenever anyone flare chops someone across the chest? There's a Tennessee equivalent you're likely going to hear once or twice this weekend that you should get in on because, well, it's fun as shit. Rocky Top. It's a song that's mostly associated with the Tennessee Volunteers, and when it gets to the hook, good old Rocky Top, that's where you're going to come in with the woo. Good old Rocky Top, woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. You'll see. I just wanted you to be ready for it is all. It's fun. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully I'll see some of you down there, and go Pats. Oh, and I hope Malcolm Butler has a pick 6 just to spite Belichick.